David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cardinals offense will get first crack at it today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fit it in the window for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dorsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Looking down the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that sucker to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got a man. It's Alexander. That had all the makings of Bug-Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Creates a little space. He breaks a tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. There's just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through the tackle.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and trying to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is a money play on third and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running to Green, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offense. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That's caught. It's Wheeler. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Wheeler. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Hauls it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To the air. It's Carpenter. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Cyclones have it with a first and goal. Sends it back in motion. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. What a disappointment. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Punt is on its way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Schneider. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go up top on second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Wheeler. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt won it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On target to the left. Running free. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They want to run it left here. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Going right to work up top. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Louisville! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Grab near the marker. It's Alexander. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Slips away. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
It's one thing to execute early in the